You know, when we played Minecraft as kids, you didn't rush to the end. You didn't strip mine 5 seconds into the game. You didn't speed run Portal to the Nether before you even had diamonds on you with a nothing but a wooden pickaxe. So today I'm going to capture some of that Minecraft that we played as kids, and that's kind of what I'll be doing in this video. I'm going to play without rushing, the way that we used to. That is my self-imposed rules. No strip mining. I mean, funny enough, we end up spawning on this mountain here, and it's actually a beautiful spawn because we have spruce trees right there, which I love. We have a plains biome over here, which I also love. And we have a bunch of iron right here. So in fashion of, not rushing things, it's kind of funny. I want to play this world to the fullest. And then play it like I would have when I was a kid. Okay, so yeah, we actually end up spawning right up here, which is a beautiful, beautiful spawn. But we do need wood still, so luckily these trees are not too far away. So I do want to collect pretty much most of this iron. It's still not like it's the first thing that we're gonna be able to grab, which is nice. Um, but I'm not gonna rush diamonds. I'm not gonna since we're gonna have the iron now. I'm not gonna hop into a cave for a little bit. I want to explore, find a good place to set up a starter base, and probably close to a village because yeah, I'm still gonna use villagers. I mean, that's a part of the game that I'm just gonna want to use. But I'm not gonna just trap them in a cage. You know, they gotta have a place to be. I want to make it kind of nice. So yeah, this will be hopefully take me a decent chunk of time to actually do all of this. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna go ahead and get all the cobble that I'm gonna need for starter stuff. I never actually memorized what that was or what amount that is that I need. I could do the math real quick, but there's no point. I'm not even gonna make a full set of tools just because we have this iron everywhere, which we're gonna go ahead and grab now. But I will get an axe and a pickaxe. Grab that so that we can run around and grab this stuff. I will need to get food. I'm playing on normal, not hard. See, that's what we're not going to be doing. I'll use villagers, but I'm not going to be doing the zombie trade thing and busting all that stuff out. I want to make them a nice, a little area that they can be in, that I can find them easily, obviously. You know, I'm not going to trap them in like a little box like you always do. I feel like I wouldn't have done that as a kid. So it goes against the spirit of what I'm trying to do. But I will use them, and I'm not going to turn them into zombies and stuff. We're going to be dealing with some old-fashioned villagers. We got a lot of coal here, too, which is beneficial. I feel like every time I start a world, it's always just a pain trying to find coal. Until you get to a decent-sized cave, anyway, you don't really get too much coal. Now, if I'm going to choose a village that I want to be near, it's probably going to be Plains Village. That's just my favorite kind of village. It's generic, obviously, but you know what? That's kind of what I'm going for at the moment, anyway. But I don't like acacia villages. They're probably my least favorite. The snowy ones are cool, but that biome sucks. And then the spruce ones, they look nice. They're aesthetically pleasing, but I don't really like living in those biomes too much. All right, I'm not gonna go. Should I go ham? Nah, 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 no. We're not gonna go ham on all the coal. I want the iron, obviously. We can get enough for like a suit and all that, just because why not? And then that'll put us on the track of being able to just kind of run off and adventure a little bit before we settle down somewhere or choose a spot to at least set down our first base before night. We just got to, oh, we're one short of a full suit here. I'm not going to bother with the emeralds. I don't even understand the point of the naturally spawning emeralds. I guess it kind of makes sense because they really need to be somewhere for it to be a part of the game's economy anyway. And they're rare, so it kind of makes sense that that's the choice of item that it would be like currency, I suppose. But you're never gonna mine enough emerald to be worth anything. I'm not gonna mine every single piece of iron ore on this mountain, but I do want to get, a decent chunk here, so I don't have to rush getting some more iron if we're gonna be in the middle of a build or something like that. And we're making a starter base first. We're not going to make a big house. We're going to make a starter base. And then we can upgrade it or just build a new house a little bit down the road. Worth noting, I am playing on the latest release, or one of the latest releases, I think. Playing on 1.21.11. Of course, there's an acacia village there. I might go check it out just for food's sake of getting a little bit of food. If we don't get enough animals along the way. but I'm not gonna set up near that one. Oops, that hurt. I want to actually get some of this iron over here. Calcite might be good. We can come back for this if we decide. I don't typically use white blocks in my builds, but I need to branch out a little bit. And I've taken such a break from building, I've realized, looking at the past videos that I've made, maybe like the past, I don't know, 5 videos I think I put up. I haven't really spent much time building from what I can recall. You know what? We'll take that. We can always come back up this mountain if we need more. We know where it is. Hopefully we don't have to go too far. But yeah, so I think I need to branch out a little bit and get back into it. Oh, and it's about to be sun's going down, so that's a good thing that we saw that village. At least we can guarantee we get a bed for the first night. Like I never make brown beds, so I guess we'll make a brown bed. Hello, village. Going to steal some of your wheat, but not all of it. I'll be nice. Kind of a wholesome playthrough. I'll still raid the chest. I mean, why not? Well, there's nothing worth anything in them. Okay. Do you mind if I steal your bed, sir, before zombies get spawning and I have to try to defend you? Thank you very much. Anything good in these places? Typically not. And I've never understood this specific village house. Like, what the hell is this? This is not even a closet. I got melons here. I'm not really going to use that for anything, and I can't think of anything useful to do with melons, so I'll leave that for you. But I will take this pile of wheat off your hands if you don't mind. Even if I don't use it for food, it'll get me a head start on animals because that is something that I tend to not deal with too much animals. But we're going to have ourselves a little farm because that's what you need. You need a farm. If you're going to have a world long term, you need a farm. I'm okay with this. I don't think there's much to be had in these villages. I don't think they come with blacksmiths or anything like that. I think we're only going to get bread. A saddle will save us a little bit. Because I should have a horse. I feel like I always neglect getting horses. And I'm going to kill whatever cows I come across to get head start on the leather as well. Oop! Some iron. Hello, spider. I would love to spend some time fishing. Thank you. It didn't give me what I wanted, so I don't know why I said thank you, but I do need to get some some string. I would like to spend some time fishing. That's not going to hurt. I will take this bundle, of course. Okay, that's pretty cool. If we come across a horse, I guess I'll go ahead and tame it. Like I said, I hope we don't have to go too far. I don't want to be in Acacia at all. I saw a bunch of horses up here. We can go check that out. See if we can possibly get a decent one. And of course, oh no, they were llamas. I'm an idiot. All right, I was gonna say that's of course if I could find it, but I did, and it's not what I was meaning to find. How you guys doing? Wandering Trader hasn't came over and scooped you up. That's good for you. See a villager in a hoodie. Run. Yeah, this is my kind of biome right here. Let's check the surrounding. I feel like this is such a perfect little spot because we got the ocean right there. Yep. Ocean, spruce stuff, birch. Okay, hold on, wait a second. So you got this plains. Plains is like my biome. I'm a plain kind of guy. in whatever way you want to take that. And it's kind of like I can't remember the word I'm trying to think of here. Like a little sanctuary, kind of. Not really what I'm thinking of, but that's kind of fits, I suppose, for me. Because it's surrounded by all these options. You know, you got the birch forest kind of right there. You got spruce up there. You got the beautiful mountaintops right there with some spruce up there. We got acacia right there. And the ocean over here. It's like, this is a great spot. I think this might be where I'm going to stick and have spawn is right behind that. It's like right a little couple levels down behind that wall. So yeah, I think we'll build a few things here. I'm going to go ahead and set up the handy dandy little outside home here to get myself a little more orientated on what I'm doing. And I guess we could probably get started on a little starter base. Something simple. I mean, I'm going to need some materials. And I actually like having spruce trees in plains biomes. They always look very nice to me to have the variety. Let me actually, you know what, real quick, let me smelt. That's what I need to do. I need to smelt up my iron because I'm not about to go trying to get more cobble and chopping down trees without getting iron tools. That's just not going to happen. There are copper tools. I kind of forgot. I didn't see any copper. We kind of got to skip that part by spawning up there, but I haven't really seen any copper, which is one of the main criticisms of Mojang choosing to do copper as like a middle or not copper, but like as a middle tier between iron and stone. It didn't make much sense to a lot of people. That's 3, right? We do 3 of those and then 5 of these, I think, to make that. And I like to have the variety of furnaces so you can choose which one to use to get fastest options. So I'll go ahead and make a smoker and a blast furnace. All right, get the food here. Almost done with that. Got this. I don't have a pickaxe. Dang it. Well, I could use one of these, I guess. I'll just wait for one more ingot. Now we can make this. Such an easy thing to make. It's a little expensive if you don't have like an abundance of iron on top of a mountain near you, but certainly not something that's not worth making. And a lot of people I feel like don't use these, but it's very nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make like a really small house. Like it's going to be tiny. So I don't really need that much material, and I guess I might even be able to veto on the spruce potentially. It's gonna be just big enough to basically fit like this. Like what is this footprint? 2 by 4. So maybe make it 3 by 4 on the inside. So I'm going to do something a little bit different than I normally do. And I'm going to say let's the floor be some birch. It's getting dark, so I want to go ahead and do this. I want to fish. I kind of want to get started on fishing a little bit, to be honest with you. I do enjoy me some fishing. So I need to get some string. That's kind of something I want to work on. And then I might end up doing, I'm not going to lie, a old-fashioned mob farm. I've been using those so much in a lot of worlds that I've been playing on. And they're so useful for XP and stuff. And for, I mean, for XP, for, just for the drops themselves, you get a lot of arrows, gunpowder. I feel like the elytra is not going to be too much of a thing we're going to be using in this world, but, you know, that's nice to have rockets for that. I'm going to get it. That's going to be a part of it. I'm not just going to be at the end and then be end of the video. We'll go get the elytra and have ourselves set up for that. Okay, so yeah, I got birch. So let me go ahead and I'm going to, what did I say? 3 by 4 on the inside. I should do 3 by 5, and maybe I will. Let me see how big the footprint is on that. Let me make a shovel. I don't have one. 2, or was it 3? No, it's 3 by 4. I think we could get away with 3 by 5. Still pretty small. Just to keep it on the odds. I like building on odds. Yeah, I'll do that. And that's going to be our floor right there. It's going to be a little tiny basic house. So let's do... All right, I already need more materials. I'm doing just the base of cobble, and then I'll use probably oak for the rest. For the roof, I'm not exactly sure yet, but I already know it's going to be one of those slab-only roofs. That's kind of what I want to go for. All right, and I think it'll be nice to have like a small chimney on the side of the area that has the furnaces. So let's say we'll put it here. Something like this, potentially. And that'll probably work just like that. And, ooh, I do need some spruce then for the... It's got to be that. Whatever, we'll finish it afterwards. Let me go ahead and get all of this going. And I feel like we're going to have to use spruce. I'm going to go get some spruce trees. That's definitely going to be something that I need to put. The roof's got to be the spruce slabs for sure. I was thinking birch, but nah, that's not going to work. But I'll go ahead and finish a couple of spots here. Take this for our doorway. Like that. And then I'm pretty sure the way that we're going to do this will go like that. Actually, wait, no, that might be too tall. We'll figure that out when we get back. Let me just grab the... Let me go ahead and grab the spruce. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see, if we're gonna come up here a lot, we're gonna need leather boots. I don't normally do that, but this stuff's it's barely noticeable when you play with shaders. I feel like it's a lot easier to see when you don't play with shaders. I think we're probably good on the spruce there. I'll take a couple more saplings. That we don't have to come up here and die in the powdered snow. Got a beautiful little house down there. Hopefully we have some cows in this area. I gotta remember not to kill any animals I see directly around me. I'm gonna end up bringing them out here like those pigs. I never farm pigs. I don't think I'm going to because it's kind of useful or useless to me to farm pigs. All right, and we're gonna hit with one of these little roofs right here where it just goes up one by one. The problem with having this kind of roof, or maybe not. Yeah, no, that's fine actually. But you got to build them one off. I always liked having these little roofs for a tiny little house because they're kind of cute. But you got to remember to do it one out, otherwise it won't blend well with the wood type behind it. What the frick? All right, we throw this on there and we can call it a home. I do need some windows, of course, but that's a little starter shack right there. I will add a little bit here by doing this. Always nice to have some stairs right there. Think. We'll see anyway. And then that should probably do us just fine. Yeah. We do need to throw a campfire up top, of course, and I think I might actually make it right there. Yeah. That was a little bit too tall, I think. We'll see when I put these on here. I don't have any logs, though. I'll have to chop down another tree. Well, we get to sleep indoors tonight. Hopefully I can grab some windows before the sun goes completely down, and we'll take our bed in there. Let's get ourselves some sand. Is there any near us right on the coast? Yes, there is. Don't need much, only a few. Ooh, and we got a lot of wolves around here. I definitely want to have a dog. That's another goal I want to have. I always had a dog. I always grabbed dogs growing up. I'd make sure I have a dog, even if I didn't actually use the thing. I always made sure I had a dog. And I haven't had a dog in any world I've played recently at all. At least in years. Alright, I don't know if we're going to have windows on here. Did I make any torches yet? I have not, so let's go ahead and do that. Bro, can I afford... we'll do torches for now. We'll do... I might want to throw like a lantern on the outside. Throw that right by the door. Don't need this one. It doesn't look good, to be honest with you. We can end up tossing all this stuff. I'm a big panes guy. Ever since I started playing Minecraft, I think I always went with like panes. They just look better. Very nice. Okay. And throw that in there. Get this going. I'll put these fittingly right in front of where that area is. How will this look if I made this all cobble? I could throw them all on top of each other like that too. Let's see. Not bad. Makes sense. That looks pretty good, actually. I mean, I'm not sure. No, that's fitting. That's fitting, though. And what if I did this? And that makes a lot of sense right there. I like that. All right, we get to sleep inside. And that actually gives us a little bit of space here, too. I didn't even think about that part. Stack up a couple chests here, throw some barrels in the corner. Ooh. So you could stay in one... You can stay in a small shack for quite a while, I feel like. Gotta make this giant mega mansion. That works. And then right outside here, to give ourselves something on this side, we can have a little farm. And throw like water there. Or maybe even here. And we can have... we'll do like a fence to there. Let me get a few more of these. And I'll have, hold on one sec. Let me actually get the path going. I like a sloppy path. It doesn't need to be too sloppy. I just don't want it to be perfect. Something like that, maybe. All right, and then we'll do like this. I don't really need to close it off. I don't really feel like anything's gonna, of course, one short. Anything's gonna pop in there and destroy it. Cut to something destroying it. But you know, I think that's kind of perfect right there. Throw the water there. I go grab some. Could probably find a place to throw like a natural-ish looking water source up here, something like this. And then we'll dig down a couple just to give ourselves something to be able to not have to run down here all the time. Though I will be fishing, so I'll probably have a dock down here. And the ocean's right there, which will keep us close to a mob farm that we're going to make. Like, that's how twisted I have it, to be honest with you. I was kind of sitting there thinking, like, how am I going to enchant if I don't go to the nether? But they have nothing to do with each other. Like, I always end up enchanting after the nether, so I didn't even... Like, it didn't even cross my mind that sentence didn't make any sense for... It took a minute. I didn't even finish the chimney, actually. I'm going to do that in just a minute. Should it be one more? I think it... I don't have free cam. I forgot to install that. Or I don't even know if it was available for update. Let's do one more. See what it looks like. Oh, dang it. Yeah, that's better. It would have been too low if I would have done it the other way. Nice. I like this little house. This is cute. Definitely cozy, which is kind of a vibe I'm going for. And then we could throw some like farm animals in the back, and this will be a humble abode for sure. Let me go grab that extra. Oh yeah, let me plant all this. I think I have more seeds in here. If I'm not mistaken, I do. A few more. Perfect. That's freaking awesome. So let's grab one more bucket of water, and then we can quickly steal the one that's in our farm to make a infinite source. I'm actually going to make it really close because I don't want it to break the things we have here. Perfect. And I'll get rid of that in just a second. Just fill in all of this. All right, and then we can get rid of a couple of them in the bottom. Maybe, yeah, it looks a little too square right there. Is that good? Something like that, yeah. I find it hard to tell sometimes. I think that's completely full. I prefer this water anyway, but I changed it, and yeah, look, we just stole that. Can you put that back? Okay, good. There we go. Perfect. So that way we can grab water from here, and it'll be an infinite source, but it won't really look like it. Okay, so that's nice. This is kind of a mess. It's not really like... Yeah, that'll work. A little too much for me, but what are you gonna do? And I haven't seen any cows, but I guess we could put a pen back here just to have it ready for some. And we'll make that spruce as well. It won't be huge. Did I have it right up against the house? Maybe not. Or maybe, let me see what that would look like. And we'll say it's like, yeah, we'll say the thing's gonna go right there. Yeah, we're a little farmer back here. We gotta have our workbench outside in case we need to work on something. And that's probably not going to be enough, but let's do like this. And yeah, we'll say about that big. I think that works. Not far off, actually. Is that? Oh, that's exactly enough. Nice. Perfect. As soon as we get some bone meal, I'll throw some in there. I feel like it shouldn't be completely barren, even though it won't be noticeable once we actually have some cows in there. All right, that is looking nice and snazzy. We can go ahead and probably finish this. Yes, we can. Perfect. Throw this inside. I don't know why I left my door open. Ooh, but that does remind me, I always love to have one of these right in the door. Because nothing's going to affect it from the outside, and all you have to do is open it. You don't have to worry about closing it. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, I think getting some barrels here at some point will get us to have the full capacity of, like, space, I suppose. And then even throwing some here, I've always done that. So we're going to have lots of space in here, and it's a very small, easy thing to build. I am very happy with this little shack. Probably definitely nothing original. I've made similar shacks to this, and it's not anything crazy, but you know what? It is nice and cozy, and that's fine with me. Okay, we have still no armor. We do have enough iron to spare for some, so we're going to go ahead and make a full set. That I don't die to something stupid. If you're new to the channel, I hate shields, so we won't be having one of those. They're just too big and clunky. I know you can get texture packs to affect them, but I don't have Resourceify on this instance because I don't even think it's out yet for this update. So I will not be doing that because I don't want to. So laugh at me in the comments if I die. I don't know. Do I want to hop into a cave yet? Probably not. We should get some cows here, so we might go adventuring for some cows. I do have some wheat to bring along with me, and maybe, just maybe, I will run out to the ocean with a boat and see what it may have to offer me before I look for some cows. Because maybe there's a ship out here. That could be handy for some stuff. Or some string or something. I don't know if string is in ships. The crappy thing is my no strip mining rule. I'm going to stick to that. But normally I get all the cobble that I use for a mob farm from a strip mine. And we're not allowed to do that. So now I'm just going to have to either mine a bunch of cobble or use wood, make it out of wood, which I've never done. It's always in the middle of the ocean anyway, so it's pretty ugly. Keep it away from everything. Ooh, is that one of these new fish? It is. Hello, I haven't seen one of these. Like I said, I don't play the new updates. I don't even keep up with the updates anymore. Because most of the time it's pretty, like, whatever additions to the game that are being added. I don't necessarily need to find a ship. I was just curious if there was one out here. I would like to get some string. Ooh, and some sugarcane. Let's go grab that. I don't know if we've had any near us, but definitely something we're going to need. And we should be close enough to our riverbank to have those chunks loading it when we're up at our house. Yo, is this like... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this like a little survival island out here? This is a nice little island. Might have to save this seed for a future video, potentially. I know it's not very far, but I wonder what render distance I could play at. Oh, no. It's way too close to that. Dang. This is a pretty big island. Oh, and there's cows here, too. Should I take the cows? I don't have a lead. I can't make one yet. The water leads right up to our front door, so I can take another boat. Or I can make another boat and come back. Now, this is a little dangerous. I gotta get one of them in one of boats. Can only one of you hop in here? That would be... Yep, nope. Ah, dang it. There we go. Oh, you're actually still out in the water. Can you get in there? Yes. You come here. Yes, there we go. That's what I needed. Hop right in here, buddy. Nope. Yeah, right into that thing. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. And I'll be back for you. Watch, I probably didn't even need to go this far to get any cows, and there are probably some, like, right up here that I could easily walk to my house. But that's okay. We were coming out here anyway to look for anything that might be of use to us. Ooh, if we need a lot of spruce, that's the big trees right there. Home sweet home. Just in time for another day to end. I got a nice place. Actually, a decent-sized pen. Normally, I end up shoving you guys into this tiny little thing that you're all going to be squished, but not today. You have a decent-sized pen. Until eventually you guys are all squished. Now, having them that right next to my house like that is kind of a bad idea if I permanently plan to stay there, because they're going to be very, very loud. Very, very quickly. But you know what? That's okay. Oh, nice. They even went into the gate nicely. Beautiful. All right. Awesome. All right, we got that set up. We have our supply. I'm pretty sure, like, even something this small would keep up with the amount that we're going to breed, I think. You know, eventually. But we have a stock here from the village, so not really something I'm worried about. Actually, I'll run down here real quick and plant this stuff to get that going. All right, so we got a nice starter house. We got the farms going. They're started. Now I think we could actually go into the mines. We have to find one, though, is the problem. Oh, God. Oh, I forgot to wait for the spiders. Dang it. That's okay. Oh, gosh. Where's my pond? Okay, cool. Ooh, and I want some bone meal so I can bone meal the bottom of this. That would have a couple of different seaweed or something like that growing in there. Okay, let's find ourselves a cave to hop into. I mean, we don't need to necessarily get diamonds right now, but maybe we could find a few. Get some of the string that we're going to be looking for. And I actually just picked up the bones, so that's kind of nice. Oh, dang, I should have saved one. See if I can get lucky with one of those wolves over there. That's okay. There we go. Nice. That's a little too much. Probably. Yeah, that looks good. Perfect. And should I have a little path going? Or maybe not a path, but just clear out the spot leading directly to it to make it look like we actually go over here. Yeah, let's go look for a cave real quick. Maybe we can find one. I mean, there's something over there. I just don't know if it leads down into a cave. but we'll find out. And I actually should. Let me go ahead and grab my other bit of food here. These guys might be ready to potentially go at it again. Check. I doubt it. No, okay. All right, maybe that is something we can get up there, possibly. At the very least, we'll get a extra bit of iron, which is cool because we're going to need it for the rails to lead to the village. Definitely something I do want to do now that I think about it. Some redstone we'll need, some gold, and obviously the diamonds. But I'm not going to rush trying to get through all the diamond stuff right now. We'll probably have to hit a few caves to get that, unless we get lucky with a giant cave. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Are we equipped for this? We might not be, depending on where this goes. Oh. Okay, it doesn't look like it's going all the way down to the depths, but it's definitely going somewhere. Pop down here. Underwater is always great to me. I think I won't do any weird door strats or anything like that because it feels a little cheesy, which is kind of not what I'm going for, but don't get me wrong, I will think about it. Or I'd want to do it, I mean. Oh, hello? Skelly? And I'll take the bones because I'm going to need those. All right, and then let's grab, like, maybe not every piece of iron we see because there's a lot here. And we have some on the mountain whenever we do need to use that for potentially the rails. But I will take a decent chunk of it that I do see. I don't know if we really need any copper. Could be nice for decoration, but don't tend to use copper very often. And then I don't have bees and stuff like that if I want to keep it a certain level of oxidization or oxidation or whatever, however you say that. We got some lapis too. I always forget about lapis. And then you can never find any when you actually need it. It's actually going to be a little weird for me. I mean, no, it's going to be a little weird. I don't think I'll have all the diamonds before. Normally, I like to specifically enchant or have Fortune 3 it. If I'm going to do mine for diamonds, I want to have Fortune 3 for the majority of it. So we probably won't end up having that in this, now that I think about it. I just saw a spider. Hello? Oh, this is a big cave. It's a decent-sized cave, I should say. That's enough string for a fishing rod, so that's good. Goodbye. I could see lots of lapis going on. I'm not going to reach for that one. Pick off some iron along the way, get some gold. Any redstone would be nice. Alright, what are we at? We're probably close to 0, I think. Oh, we're not even at 0 yet. So I don't know how much diamond, or how much we're going to see for diamonds down here. Oop, there's some redstone right there. Let's take that. Maybe? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Jesus. There's another one? Back to back, dude. What the frick? Okay, but there can't be. Surely there can't be any more. I got a lot of Endermen down here too. I'm not going to try to kill one of those because there's really no point right now. We're nowhere near going to the end, so no point of trying to rush that. I feel like I never really did much in the nether other than tried to like get things you need for the end. So once we get to the nether, I'm not really going to like focus too much on doing stuff in the nether other than the things that you need to. Maybe I'll get some stuff for potions because I tend not to mess with potions too much, but I did do it a lot when I was younger, so. And I hate the glow squids with shaders because they just really look like diamonds, even more so than normal. And like even this stuff. Oh, are we gonna get to a dead end? Oh, nice diamonds. Heck yeah. I could say, I'll tell you this. It's even more satisfying when you're not strip mining. I'll tell you, just like come across them. And now that I know I'm not going to strip mine in this world, it feels a little bit better to find them. We need one of those gigantic caverns, like with lava on the floor. That's where you get a lot of diamonds. This is a really big cave, and there is too much iron for me to collect here. Let me actually just take a screenshot of this real quick. So I can at least remember if I don't collect all this. If I do need some and I take it all off the mountain, I still need more, we can come down here. Like, look at this. What is this? There's not even any tuff around here. This is like a triple vein or something. 18 gold. I don't have a crazy amount of gold, but I feel like I don't need that much. I mean, for powered rails, it's like 6, and you get 6 out of them. Is that right? Use 6 and you get 6 rails, I think. Yeah, we don't have anything else in here. Yeah, we'll head out of here in just a sec. Let me grab this lapis and maybe some of this coal, and then we'll head back up top and get going on how we're gonna get some XP and actually making an enchantment table. I mean, it's not a bad thing to fish for some XP, but once you get to like level 20 to 25, I think somewhere in there, it becomes such a slow process, especially if you don't have an enchanted like lure 3 fishing rod. It becomes dreadful. Waiting. I mean, if you're waiting for the XP. Like if you're just trying to see if you get anything good out of it, it's fine. But waiting for the XP, it's such a slow process. And we're not going to have like all the stuff anyway to get like a level 30 enchantment table. We still have to grow more sugarcane and have our cow farm get a little bit bigger before I start picking off cows. Oh, no! Oh, we're dead. Oh, I got all of them mad at me? No way. I can hop in the water. Oh, there's stuff shooting at me. Oh, yeah, I can get over here. Yeah. Nice. Oh, that was a good save. Okay, cool. They're still gonna be able to come after me. Yeah. But if you're not dumb enough to hop in the water, I could kill you. Don't hop in the water. Thank you. Alright, cool. I really thought I was dead there. I thought that was gonna be the first death. Doggy. Doggy. Any doggies? Oh, there we go. Hello. If I could get 2 of you, that'd be nice. And I could have like a dog army at the house. Oh, you have a puppy. All right, I got you. Oh, nice. Look at you guys. Hell yeah. Oh, it wasn't even a puppy. Oh, hell yeah. That was a pretty good haul, all things considered. Cannot complain about that. You guys come up here real quick. Just sit outside and protect the place. You wouldn't mind. Where's the other guy? Come on up. Appreciate you. And let me smelt some of this stuff, because this will give me some good XP as well. Just throw all this stuff junk for now. We don't have any organization going on. We're already out of space. Alright, yeah, so we'll have to smelt this, and we can go ahead. I'll throw the one in here. Make ourselves the pickaxe. We'll make that. I'll make the fishing rod real quick. And this way, we can actually kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We'll be able to fish. And then I guess maybe I'll set a timer for like 5 minutes. And then come up, have them breed, go back down and fish. Because that way we can have that going while we're doing something else. I don't really consider that rushing, because I would want to do that anyway. But I do want to fish, and it'll give a double purpose for fishing. Getting levels and kind of letting these guys grow up while we're doing this. And I should make a dock down there, though. If I'm going to fish, I need to make a dock. So we're going to do that. We'll make a little dock down there. Nothing fancy, just a little thing to stand on and fish. Probably want to use spruce for that. So let's take down some of these trees real quick with a little bit of durability I have left on this. And I definitely don't want to use birch. That just doesn't scream like water to me or whatever. Can you shoot with arrows being in a bundle? No. Oh, that's so dumb. That'd be nice. It's fine, I guess. If you have a stack of arrows, it's only going to take up the entire bundle anyway, but that's a little dumb. And yeah, you know what? Why wait for this? Let me make another axe, and then we can get some oak, because oak and spruce, I think, are kind of the go-to fishing dock. It's my go-to woods, really, but the go-to fishing dock kind of wood. Because the water's brushing up against it, so it'll be dark, and it wears quicker because it's in the water. It'll be dark. Yeah, let me throw something small right here. Question is, do I want to put anything on the side? I mean, I might. Let's just finish it real quick. So do that, and then like this. Do one in the middle here, and then finish it like that. You can waterlog stairs. Maybe I should try some fences with some stairs, maybe? Let's see what that looks like. That might work. Yeah, let's do that. That's pretty basic, but I kind of like it. What do I need? 6 more stairs and 6 more of these with some oh god, that's unlucky. With 6 trapdoors. Let me run up and get some more spruce if I don't have these trees growing already, which they might be. And I could feed the cows. That actually is taken long enough. When I love these as well. I need to take some of these. I mean, it's probably one of my... The tall flowers are one of my favorites. If you look on the Wired Spam channel, which should be linked in the description, when I did long plays, which I feel like I want to do some soon, like commentated long plays. But back when I did no commentary long plays on that channel, every single build I had, if I could have tall flowers, I would always have tall flowers. I love how that looks. It's just so quaint. And we can throw... Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of these guys. Dang. Doggies, you want to handle that? You guys don't like the skeletons? I plan to put some more because I think it looks a little stupid to have... Ooh, they're spread out enough. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But I like having the dogs around. Look at them. That's right. Get that thing. Get it. Yeah, you want to try to shoot me? Oh, yeah, I didn't think so. All right, cool. They drove the thing off. Sit down, pups. Thank you very much. I would give you some of... I'll give it to you. Fine. I'm about to get a bunch of fish anyway. Oh, and you can have a baby. I didn't even mean to do that. Sit down, pup. Sit down, pup. Go next to your parents. All right, let's see. How does that look with those? No, I like that. It's just like a little additional thing on the end. Kind of looks like maybe you could tie something to the ropes around it or something. I don't know. So it fits. It fits. All right, cool. That's a nice little simple fishing dock for us to fish off of. So I'm kind of just... Let me run up here. I guarantee those guys can probably eat again. Feed them. I have to keep an eye on all of the sugarcane next to me. And so that I can break that in time. And then I think I'm going to just grind out and fish a little bit. Because I do enjoy doing that in Minecraft. You get a little bit of treasure here and there. Gives you XP. Maybe we'll get to level 30 while we're waiting for everything. And enjoying ourselves. Yeah, they're ready. Yeah, I'm going to just fish a little bit. And hopefully you enjoy the fishing time-lapse. Ouch, that hurt, actually. All right, we spent quite a while fishing. I can't remember exactly how long now because I split it up between a couple of days. But yeah, we got a decent chunk of stuff here. The only thing that we really got that was worth it was potentially the name tag, I guess. It's nice to have an additional saddle, maybe. But we did get this rod here that has Curse of Vanishing, unfortunately. So I'll leave that in there. And I guess I could leave that one there too. Oh, and we did get this book for Sharpness 3 Infinity. So that'll be good for a sword, maybe. If not... Like, if we get only Sharpness 3, I'll use that. If we get a Sharpness 4 sword, then I'll put it on the bow. But we did get this, so that we don't have to worry about keep crafting fishing rods until we can get another one. I would have liked some, what's it called? Looting? Yeah, looting. But unfortunately, we did not get that. So yeah, let's check on the cows real quick. I don't remember where I left off with these guys. Oh, yeah, okay. They are growing. I did exactly what I thought I would. I would forget that I'm supposed to be coming up here and breeding them in the middle of everything. But this is a decent sized pen, so I don't think it's a huge deal. We're going to need less of them than we would imagine. I normally don't make pens that big. All right, we can put this away. That's good. We'll get that. We don't have enough diamonds to make an enchantment table anyway. So we should hop into the mines. Try to find a few more diamonds at least, get some obsidian, get the enchantment table area started. And for now, until I get the... I want to use this space a little bit more before I make the bigger house, which is not going to be huge, but it'll just be a bit bigger so I can fit a couple rooms in it. So I think I'll make a basement on this thing and put it down there for now, and we can move it later. Later, it can be used for, like, farming storage or something. Yeah, I'm gonna look around for a decent cave. I love that little pond. And hopefully we have one that's near us that is deep, and we can hop down there to find some diamonds. Do I have enough of everything that I might need? I don't know if I have enough food on me. I already have 8 leather. I gotta remember that. I suppose I could take a little bit of this wheat just because I already have a little bit of a farm there to replace some of it. And once I get these guys breeding to the point where I've got enough leather, I probably will not I'll get through this farm quicker than I'll breed them, most likely. Yeah, I think let me head down to the mines and see if we can find some more stuff because we are gonna need an anvil as well, which we do have enough iron for it, but we don't have that much more. I'd like to have a little bit more iron as well and get some gold and a few other things that we're gonna need when we actually do end up hopping to the nether. You know, I might kill two birds with one stone and see if I can get a few Fletchers to trade sticks with and see like how much XP that gives me. I haven't focused on like small time trades for XP in a long time, so I really don't know how efficient that'll be. Maybe that plus fishing will be good enough for me. So yeah, let me look and see if I can find a cave real quick. Well, we do have quite the area for potential caves. This is right in front of where I was just walking. And it looks to go down a ways. I don't know if it goes all the way to where we want it to go, but I got some glowberries. I love that. That's always good foliage to add to builds. Oh, dang it. Oh gosh. Okay, we're not playing hardcore. Oh crap, the zombie is not letting me get by. All right, you guys need to relax a little bit. Let's not do this. I gotta remember that there is copper stuff. I don't know if I'll need it, but there is stuff for copper. Gosh. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh, it's surprising me. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So this is at least gonna go. I don't see diamonds yet. It killed it. Wow, I can't speak. It still could end before we see any diamonds. I can't strip mine. That is one of my rules. For anybody that's forgotten them. Like strip mining itself is not something I would necessarily consider rushing because can. It's obviously not the most efficient thing to do to get diamonds, but it is a way to turn your brain off and just mine without thinking. So it's like you're not really playing the game and you're kind of just getting diamonds. So it's something that I'm just kind of staying away from for this specific world. Fishing, you could argue, is the same thing, but the reward's less. Oh, wow, that you bounce back. The reward is less so if you actually get something out of there. All right, is this a dangerous area? It doesn't look like it's actually going to have anything in it, but you never know. Hopefully it's one of those ones with no... Oh, this is actually good. Ooh, wait a minute. This is good for XP too. I'm going to get a hoe real quick. Hopefully I have... Yeah, I do. I have what I need for that. Oh, and I did get this ominous potion. I forgot. Or ominous bottle. It's only Bad Omen 2, and I don't know if I'll actually end up using it, so... Wasn't worth mentioning, I guess. All right, and yeah, this is a pretty good use of source of XP, I should say. Doesn't give you a ton per... Oh, okay. Doesn't give you a ton per break, but it breaks so fast that... And there's so much of it that you can end up getting... Definitely where I'm at right now, I can definitely get to level 30 at least. Now, this is in a little bit of more of an awkward spot, so I might not be able to get all the way up there. It wouldn't be worth it, but we'll see. Now, one thing that people might be questioning is why I'm not doing all achievements. It's not important to me, honestly. I've never really been an achievements guy, especially for Minecraft, because a lot of the achievements, not a lot of them, but there's enough of them that are so annoying to do that it's just not enjoyable for me. So I've never been a big achievements guy. So this is kind of molded towards my full of experience of the game, as opposed to the general experience, maybe. I don't know why I didn't make an iron hoe. I just realized I have some iron in my inventory. We'll go ahead and do that just a sec when this breaks. Yeah, there we go. Oh, what? I was just like thinking that was a part of the skulk. Oh man, tell me it's an 8-vein. That'd be crazy, because I think this is the end of the cave. It is. Oh, that's nice. That's a good way to end it. All right, so we're getting XP down here and some diamonds. And with this, I'll go right back up because there's really nothing left down here. And we pretty much got what we needed for now. We'll have to go find a different cave later on when we want to get more stuff. Main thing is I want to enchant my pickaxe before I go out, because I have gotten enough diamonds now that I can justify just getting Fortune 3 on it. So before I even bother getting more diamond stuff, which I could afford maybe a few different things right now with the diamonds, and enchanting all that stuff so I can go to the nether, I'm just going to take my time. We'll go do some other things, work on getting some levels, like a level system way of getting that done, and then we can go searching for the diamonds after that. Yeah, I'm going to go hit up that village. I think about what I'm going to make for the actual villager housing, and then we'll get started on getting some of that stuff done. Hopefully they have good source of levels. I mean, I know you can get decent levels from trades, but I just haven't done it in so long, I don't really remember what's decent. Well, you know what I might actually do first is go over, get some obsidian for the enchantment table to put down, I guess, into a basic little basement right here. Because I would like to potentially get the, like some kind of efficiency on an axe, which would help me get through the stick trades a little bit less, annoyingly. And I'm not even gonna get all of this stuff right now. I'm not even gonna get the 10 I need for the obsidian, oh my god, the nether portal. I'm just gonna grab 4. We can come back later. Alright, so let's get the paper, and we'll make the books we have, which is actually just enough. Let me make a diamond axe. I don't need any kind of armor right now yet. Get this, and we can only make 2 bookshelves, so that's what we'll be working with. Come on, buddies. Let's all eat and go to town so we can have more of you. That is your entire point of existence. And now we just gotta hollow this out to a decent size. I don't know how big I really need it. Well, okay, here's the question, actually. Before I go any further, is this going to impede with outside? I believe it will, so we actually do have to go 1 down. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. It's going to impede with the outside anyway. Because then we're going to have... That's the ground level. We're going to have that. We'll figure it out as we go. It's fine. For now, I'll just have this space right here. If I need to expand it later, I will, which I'm not sure if I do, because the books can go here, and then the table will have to go here. Yeah, I'm going to have to change it eventually, but it's fine. Let me just make all the walls cobble. Alright, and we can keep the floor stone. I mean, it's a basement, right? Alright, so we'll do like that. And this has to go... I mean, I could utilize the walls and just do that. That might actually work out just fine. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. That'll keep us from having to deal with expanding this anymore. And then we're not going to use this as a permanent space anyway, so I think it's fine just to do that. Yeah, let's get what we can here. This is unbreaking. That's efficiency. That's all it can offer for us, so I guess we'll have to take the efficiency. Hopefully we don't burn through this diamond axe, but we probably will. I guess it's not a big deal if we do. Look at this beautiful land covered with trees that won't be here in about 30 minutes. Don't you love Minecraft? I mean, that's okay. I really don't like the savannah anyway, so if this biome doesn't look pretty, I won't be here. I'll try to make it look okay. I mean, I feel like savannah would look fine without trees. And I feel like I need to lock them in somewhere at night because I'll be in the area and they will get slaughtered by things. But as soon as I get them a place built, I'm going to release them. Alright, there should be enough guys here. I mean, I might have to go around destroying job blocks. There, I saw a nitwit, but I only saw one of them. Everybody else, there should be at least a few more of these guys. Got a lot of houses here, a lot of beds. And I don't think I rendered this area enough when I came here the first time to cause any issue. Is there a job block in here? No, but you're a child. I mean, if you want to... If you have, like, a rich parent you want to trade some money, I'll do that. That's fine. This is why if I have the choice... Oh, there's 2 emeralds. If I have the choice, I play with carry on. Like, if it's not a part of, like, some... You know, I wouldn't call this a challenge, but if it's not a part of some kind of, like, rule set, I'm using carry on, because dealing with villagers is just more annoying than it really honestly should be. Like, if you have the option to control what they're doing, why do they have to make it so difficult? I guess I'll find a place to sleep. I don't know how you guys all managed to die when I loaded these chunks for 2 seconds originally, and I'm pretty sure it was the middle of the day. Okay, I slept immediately And somehow... Wait, I just heard a villager. Somehow, these guys have managed... Okay, there's one of them. Like, they're freaking... villagers are just the worst. Fall into holes. I don't know how they ever exist in any possible way. Alright, I gotta do that real quick so I can cover this up. Okay, where is the source for this? Oh my god. I bet that's what happened to the other one. I couldn't find one of them. One of them must have grown up and ran over there. And then that one's in the hole. This is coming from one water source on a half-generated... Yeah. Lot of farming land. And destroying the whole village. Okay, that should be it. Where did I cover him up? Alright, come out of here. Are you safe? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, go back up there. Go to work. You guys can't be trusted to live on your own. You just don't, you don't function properly. You need to have a purpose and a place to be that you can't hurt yourselves. That is what villagers need. And I guess why they're in here, and while I end up working on their stuff, I can toss them some bread maybe, and they'll get some stuff done, possibly. You need access to the beds, because I can bring some beds in here. Like, for villagers' sake, horrible as it sounds, the only purpose is to trade with me. Like, you have no other purpose to me than to trade. And nitwits just cannot do that. They can only reproduce. Oh man. Oh, man. Let me just lock this in. I don't really need to, but... Yeah, we'll do that. I also get arrows from him. That's why infinity is, like, kind of worthless to me. I'm not a big infinity guy. But we'll go ahead and... It's a good thing we can get arrows. I mean, I'm at level 30 right now. So maybe I should come back to this when I'm more suited to enchant. But I'm not going to want to run back and forth every time I need levels. So I just want to see if it's a good source of levels first. Let me chop down, like, a good portion of these trees and trade up some sticks and see from there. All right, that didn't take me long at all. So let's see. I don't know. Let's, like, test maybe a stack. That'll be a couple of trades worth. I'm at half level 30. Oh, wow. Okay. Was that like 3 trades I did? And that got me a quarter of 30? Okay. Ideally, it'd be zombifying these guys and everything, but that's not something I normally do anyway, so I'm not really gonna... That's gonna lean in more into grind set stuff that I'm not wanting to do. So, I'm okay with this, though. Already level 31. Nice. Okay. And we have 19. Oh, I'm actually missing some here. Yeah, 24 emeralds. Plus an entire level at level 30. I know these guys offer something later on, so we'll end up seeing. I never really focused on the Fletcher trades too much, so I don't remember how good it gets or how bad it gets, but maybe they'll give us a good bow towards the end. So let's run back, and then we can, I guess, fish some more while we work on getting our other stuff going. 'Cause that'll get us levels, and I kind of just want to get a good fishing rod, which, without enchanting, which we don't have ready yet, I kind of just fish for little fishing rods I can end up putting together. So I might hit up some fishing again. Been missing out on it on the last couple of series, so I guess dedicating a good portion of to this one is not the worst thing in the world. But it kind of, yeah, it gets like 2 birds, 1 stone, and we're waiting on these other things. Feeding the cows and waiting for the sugar cane. All things that you might end up just AFKing to wait for anyway, or like doing something else and occasionally doing. I'm going to be playing the game while I fish and wait for those things. All right, I got a little carried away with the fishing. I mean, not really, but I spent some time out here quite a bit. I've decided to do something really quickly before we continue with our progression on the enchantment table. Let me grab the rest of this stuff here because we're going to need it. I'll probably get a proper sugarcane area up top here, and I've decided to expand the wheat because I finally killed some of the cows, and I'm like, damn, if I wanted to replenish or breed all the ones I have left, which is quite a few, Yeah, this is not gonna work. This little wheat field is not gonna work. I feel like if once we're done with everything, it probably will be fine enough to like, kill a few cows. And after the time, I don't know how often I'd be killing the cows with fish that I have. I got quite a bit of fish. Damn, I forgot to look through the barrel. Oh well. I filled up the other barrel. I put like one other thing in the other barrel. Nothing crazy, but we did get this fishing rod, which I have to put back, and I'll put in here for now. It's got lure 3 on it. I tell you what, fishing without lure 3 is a joke. It's so nice, and I completely forgot how nice it was. And then we got this book right here, Protection 3. So we're already set up to have a Protection 3 or Protection 4 on Breaking 3. If we only get Protection 3 on one of our pieces, we can use this. And if there's no Unbreaking on it, we can use this, because everybody knows how bad the enchantments are now. So that's cool. Couple different treasures we've gotten. Sharpness 3, of course. Yeah, I mean, that's looking pretty dope. So, yeah, I want to expand a little bit. So let me have... Dang, do I have any dirt? Because I want to make this I have a little bit. I want to make this a trekkable path here. We could actually walk up. I don't want it to look ridiculous or anything like that. But I do want it to be something you can walk straight up instead of having to look like a village or something like that. Yeah, that'll work. And then I'll just do the same thing, kind of a scattered-ish, maybe a little more filled in. Or wait, is this scattered? Not really. Kind of broken up, sort of, so we'll kind of follow a similar path like that, where it's not perfect, but it's almost perfect. Okay, well, I guess we'll do that in the morning. And anybody that was paying attention to my plans from earlier, you might be wondering, why are you putting a farm down here? You said you were going to put a house. Well, I think I changed my mind, because one of my probably the most played world I have, by myself, not for a YouTube video, but even by the YouTube video standards, I don't think I've had a world that's as filled in as the one I'm about to talk about. It's about 500 something days. I know that's not much for YouTubers and stuff like that, but it is for me. It's the longest world I played on, and I had a house. It didn't look like this one. It was a little bit different. It might even actually been smaller. Most of the house was a basement. I think it was actually only 2 wide, with a little extension for a bed, like right here or something. But it was the only house I ever had in that world. I had other things built, but it's the only house I ever had in that world. So since the style of what I'm trying to do here is just play a world without rushing to my standard, then I think I'm going to stick to that so that I don't have to stress about building another house, because I don't really want to. If I can have everything there, that's honestly kind of perfect to me. I can work on other things. And one thing I do want to get done for this is the railroad I was talking about. And we can get the railroad going to the village, so I don't have to walk it every single time I want to go out there to get XP. Because that's going to be our XP source and our emerald source for when we get villagers going. If we need to get villagers going, I guess. If I don't need it, I won't necessarily do it. Like I said, I think I only really need maybe Unbreaking 3, especially for this world. I only plan to play this one time, do everything that I want to do without rushing it. Like I said, no strip mining or anything like that. And then that's it. Never play it again after I beat the dragon. So I think it's appropriate to do it the way I'm doing it. All right, so we're going to do like... I want the wheat to be able to go step down a few. And we're not going to need as much sugarcane because I'm going to have it pretty compacted. So about this much area here on this first level will be good enough for the sugarcane, if we even need that much. And I did, stupidly enough, just use all my sugarcane up there. And now it's raining because that's stupid. But oh well. So let's do, I don't think, man, I'm trying to remember. I don't think water goes down, but it does go up, maybe? Hold on, we have an opportunity here. Let me take him. I have a boat. I'm gonna get a boat, and we can have ourselves a villager here. Like I said, I don't want to focus on curing them, but he doesn't need to be cured. I mean, he doesn't need to be zombified and cured. I'm just curing him because I am, and I do want to have potions in here, so not a big deal. Oh my god, there's so much stuff here. Okay, let me get a boat. Get the boat. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That was kind of a bad place to put that, actually. I should have put it, like, over here. Alright, let me just hop in. Don't kill me, buddy. I just need to get you. Oh, no, we can't. Can I get you over this? Oh, I have string on me. I think you can just. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, you can die. Oh! Oh. I hate creepers so much, dude. They're my least favorite mob, like, possible. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible. Ugh. Okay, that didn't take me too long to do, but man, it really annoyed the hell out of me. All right, let's go ahead and cover him up real quick. He's in the boat, so he shouldn't despawn. I'm pretty sure that still works with the zombified guys. At least I hope it does. We will have the chance of a zombie coming across and getting in there with him. Which, like, while he's stuck like this, I guess it really doesn't matter. So that's fine. The bad thing would be the creeper, but... Alright, that's probably good enough. Nice little farm down here. I think it looks pretty decent from up here. We could do with some... Maybe having some fences. We have to finish this, filling this in. Maybe having some fences along this side, but I don't know how that would work on this side. Because that goes to the edge. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Because I still have to get some dirt and stuff. For over here. Let me look real quick. Maybe that'll look good. Grab this bit. We'll put it along the edge, I guess. Yeah, let's try that. It might look decent. Okay, before I waste all the material on the fences, let me check real quick. What I'm thinking here is that'll probably tell me. Yeah, okay, I think it would look good. The fence on the side. Yeah. Protect it a little bit. Are you still here? You are, okay. Don't get nudged by anything. I'm gonna need more spruce, and none of these trees have How did none of these trees? I'm thinking of the wrong world right now. Just this? How is this not grown? I've been sitting over here. I don't want to waste the bone meal on this, but... Okay, I don't think it's gonna grow there. Maybe if I push back one over here. Yeah, okay. Those trees are so specific, even though I don't think they... Like, they clearly wouldn't have affected anything right here, but whatever. All right, we'll chop that down in just a second. But before, I want to make sure, just double check that this is not going to look stupid with a fence going around just a portion of this. Right along the edge. And then ending probably there. Maybe. I might have it go a little straighter because it's a little curved there. Just have it go up a little bit to there. Okay, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And I think it'll look good on both sides to give it a... encompassing it a little bit. It doesn't need to be closed off from everything, but just to keep you from getting outside the bounds. And this stuff's already growing. I'm loving this. Okay, cool. All that. Now, I don't think I... Oh, actually, you know what? This will definitely be out of render distance, but I know we can get a huge abundance of iron up there that we definitely didn't grab any of it. So I'm going to go up there and grab all of that iron that I can see because... well, actually, wait. Hold on. Real quick, real quick. Where am I at with levels? What do I have? 14. No fortune coming up on there, so that's fine. I don't have anything. Yeah, no fortune. Let's actually save. I'm going to go ahead and make an apple real quick so I can just have this part done. Not have to worry about it. We already have a bunch of iron. I don't know exactly how much we're going to need, and we might need more gold. We have the redstone. We probably will need more gold because that's probably only... almost 6 times we can craft. Wait a minute. So every ingot is 1 hard rail, I'm pretty sure. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Only 36 from here to that village. I don't know. That's definitely not going to be... Yeah, it's not going to be enough for sure. So we'll have to get more gold as well. But to get it started anyway, I'm going to go ahead and grab all of that iron up there. I wish I had fortune of some kind, but that's okay. We have to go mining for diamonds later anyway. I have to finish this fence too. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let me go ahead and do that first. And that'll also give me a chance to have the chunks loaded so that I can finish filling this farm completely in while I do it. I'm going to go chop down that big tree. Hopefully get at least 4 more saplings to be able to plant another one. And yeah. Oh, dang it. I was just about... Oh my god, the clouds are in the way. Um, I grabbed a bunch of... Dang it, the clouds... That is so dumb. Oh my god, I was trying to show you guys something. I got about, almost 2 stacks. There's a few more, obviously, we could see if the clouds weren't covering. Ah, there we go. And it's hiding my house now. This is so dumb. Anyway, so you can actually see from here, it's not really that bad. I probably... House is right over here. So I'll probably end up having the railroad tracks go like right along here. And that's really not that far. It's got to only be a few hundred blocks. There we go. Like I can come across here, go over that ravine because that'll look kind of nice. And then just go along this area right here and straight to the village, bringing me like right over here. I think all of my villagers that I have right now are inside that building. So we're looking pretty good with that. I got a couple stacks here, we got a couple stacks at the house, got a couple more veins. I'm not going to even bother getting that one unless we need to come back up here and get it. I was actually playing without shaders because I like to watch videos when I do things where I don't have to talk, or commentate, I should say. And it's easier to do on my computer with no shaders. But I realized that, and I kind of forgot that it's easier to see the ores with the shaders because I have Complementary Unbound, which gives me glowing ores, which is very nice. Complementary Reimagined does not, but Unbound does. I hate baby zombies so much. Only thing I hate more than baby zombies are creepers. And phantoms, too. I hate phantoms with a burning passion. I've actually gotten into a habit, and I didn't do it on this world. And I'll probably end up doing it. Well, I don't know if I'll do it on the hardcore world, but any world that I have where I have people on them with me, I disable phantoms. I just hate them. There's no use for them. I don't use them to repair my elytra. I use mending. They have no use to me, and it's so annoying, and it's the worst thing they ever added. I know I just came out of nowhere hating on them like that, but I think phantoms are my most hated, and creepers second. After that would be baby zombies, because they're just so freaking annoying. All right, so yeah, we got 2 stacks, and a few more. Yeah, that was it. So that's pretty good, and we got a couple stacks, I think, at the house, so we should be good on that. You get 16 rails per 6. Not bad. We probably only need to use maybe 2 stacks of ingots if it's a few hundred blocks. Oh, no. We're going to have to use like at least a few stacks of ingots probably. And this was going. I finished the rest of this, put the fence there. I like the fence. It's very simple, but it's nice. I do like it. And this stuff's growing like crazy. We're going to be able to finish off, I'd say, pretty quickly with this, especially with the wheat as well. Because I think I have enough cows now that I can kill off a certain amount that I want to. And we'll probably be good on the leather, hopefully. So I was really just waiting on the sugarcane, and now we have about a stack, and it's just constantly growing. Like, while I was doing this, it kept popping up random ones, and I was able to finish it and then hold on to more before I even walked away from doing the fence. Oh, this might actually finish this. Nice. There we go. Okay, cool. That is beautiful. Take all the rest of these, see what I'm going to end up with. I don't quite have enough for 3 more books, and then we'll get 1 more leather to make another book. I don't know exactly how many more bookshelves I need, but it can't be much more. I think I'm halfway there right now. Oh, wow, I'm an idiot. This is logs. Do I have any logs? I do, okay. I'm going to feed these cows before I get them. Actually, I'm going to see where I'm at with levels. Let me just get 1 leather. I guess I can feed what I can feed right now. Alrighty, and then let's get, I guess the 3 can go here. And we're sitting at 20. Okay, almost. What do I got so far? Efficiency 3. I don't really care to enchant any of this iron stuff, but it'll give me a good indication. I feel like if you get Unbreaking 3 on like a chest plate or something like that, like an armor piece, you have a better chance of getting something with it. But if you have like Protection 4, you're less likely to get stuff with it. I don't know. I feel like I've had that experience in the past. All right, this has to be enough. So we'll do like this. I mean, you would think I'd want to do here and here, but I feel like I want to have it sticking out one more. And always just add unnecessary bookshelves if I have to. Are you kidding? Okay, we need 2 more. That's fine. That's fine. We'll be sitting at level 30 bookshelf, or enchantment table. And I need a grindstone. Ooh, actually, let me go ahead. I wish it was full, but oh well. Hopefully we can get something. Yes, Fortune 3. I wish there was Unbreaking, but you know what? Because it is a fantastic pick, I am going to add Unbreaking 3 to it, because that is a really, really good pick. So let's make ourselves one of these bad boys real quick. And then a grindstone, which I always forget, but I know for a fact needs that there. I don't know where the frick are. Well, those can kind of sit on the wall, right? So I'll put the torch there. Or no. I need to put the torch here, and then it can go right there. We're using all of the space we can use here in this this really dark basement. I actually use these. Let me put another one in here, and then I will use those 3 for a stone cutter, because I do like me a stone cutter. A lot of people don't use them because it doesn't actually end up mattering really with like what you're doing. But the problem with that is if you only need 1 slab, you only have to, like especially for something like this, I only need 1 stone slab. So I don't have to waste smelting 3 stone when I can just do that. And then I'll throw this other one out because I'm not going to need it for anything. What is it? Sticks and this? I don't actually remember the recipe. This is one of the only recipes that I use the recipe book for because I just can never remember how it goes. I think it's something like this. Oh, wow. I normally want to do this, and I'll show you why. Because the bigger part of the wood piece is on top. So this just seems wrong. I don't even know, like, I feel like this is wrong. It should be, the big part of the wood piece is up top, and then the sticks on the bottom. That's what it should be. But whatever, I didn't develop the game. Okay, to get all that there, I broke that, and I'll take this, throw Unbreaking 3 on it. I'll have to keep an eye on that, and I'll repair it, because I probably want to put Mending on there if I get Mending. Now, we don't have the diamonds for anything else, so I think what I'm going to do is take some diamonds, and I'll finally switch to a diamond sword. Bam, bam. Sharpness 3. Okay. Looting 3 on breaking 3. Really good sword. We just need the sharpness 3 on it. That is freaking beautiful. Okay. Perfect. I got a perfect sword. Pretty much. I mean, it could have fire aspect, I guess, if I wanted it to, but not a huge deal. I don't know what else I'd want on the sword, to be honest with you. I don't like knockback. Not a big fan. It's a good creeper sword, but nothing else. All right. Now that we got Fortune 3, I think we're ready to hit the mines. I'm looking for diamonds and anything else. Don't really have a bunch of arrows or anything like that, unfortunately. Whatever. I know I just had Infinity on that book. And I'll probably have another fishing session at some point. So that we can actually enchant... Hey, just enchant our own fishing rod. Like, I wonder what if I put a fishing rod in there. Let me bring this one down. I know I have one down there. And then I'm going to see what the enchantment table is going to give me. So what do we have in here? Luck of the C2. I will take it. I will take it. But we're not going to do it right this second because we don't even have the levels. We need to go mining so that we can get stuff to be prepared to actually use our levels. With our villagers over there. And then, yeah, once we get like fully enchanted, we will then have my own custom permission. My own permission to go to the Nether and actually get progressing towards potentially beating the game here soon. I don't know why I just did that. Let's go mining. I gotta find a good cave, though. Oh, I almost forgot. Actually, before I run all the way away, I was over here. I didn't get enough saplings, by the way, to make another big tree, so that was kind of sad. But I was over here, and I was seeing if I dropped any saplings down here, and look what I found right under our freaking house. The exact cave we were looking for, with potentially a deep dark. Hopefully there's not an ancient city down there, because I don't know if I want to deal with that. But yeah, look at all that. This is kind of the perfect freaking... exactly the cave I was about to look for. I was literally going to run away from this because I forgot about it. There's lots of copper, as you can see. I don't really see too much iron, but a bunch of copper. And there's got to be diamonds. This is a really big cave. This has got to go down deep enough, and hopefully it opens up towards the bottom as well. That's where you start getting a bunch of diamonds. Which is honestly my biggest concern with, like, doing no strip mining. I feel like I don't know if I've ever done that, to be honest. I normally strip mine. But it kind of takes away from, like, the game, especially with caves and cliffs being out. Like, there's really no reason to have to strip mine. There's some diamonds right there. Beautiful. It's gonna be hard to see behind the skulk if there's any hiding behind that. Hopefully there's not really too much that we're gonna be missing. We do have fortune 3, so that 3 turned into 5. Oh boy, and it looks like we have some branching off here. I'll go down this one real quick. I think this led over to that other extending cave. Yeah, I think this is exactly where we just were. All right, cool. I guess we'll head over here. See if there's anything on this side. And we did get some diamonds, so I don't really want to call this a dud, but... Oh! I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit nicer than just giving me 4 diamonds. Well, gave me 7, but 4 diamond ores. Oh! Oh, look at that! Right below our house. What? These are not the best, the spider ones, to be honest. So if I'm going to use this, it's not going to be efficient whatsoever because I'm just going to have like the spider ones. I don't even think you can make them. There's probably a way to do it, but it's not going to be fun to try to make it where you can have them fall somewhere and die or whatever, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. I don't think that's like a easy thing to do if it's at all possible. There's some right there. See how impossible that is to tell? Actually, that might not even be diamonds. I think there's diamonds under it. I think. Very, very, very hard to see. There's probably so much that we're not seeing under these, like, that I'm not going to be able to tell. You can kind of tell when it gets dark if some of it stays light. Or lit. I think it's funny that we got pretty much the exact same amount of iron, and I feel like I only came across a couple of veins. Fortune 3 is a freaking monster. Also, I think we might have loaded the chunks for a little bit while we were down there. At least when we were on this side of that mine, which is nice. Okay, let's go ahead and make our full set real quick. I'm not going to put it on until I get it all fully enchanted. We're just going to leave it right here. I'm going to head over to that village. I guess trade some sticks, get myself up to maybe level 35, or should I get the, dang, should I get the railroad going before I go over there? I think I should. It's going to be the most useful right now because I'm going to have to go back and forth. All right, we'll get the railroad going. It's not going to be like an aesthetically pleasing railroad, I'll be honest, but it will be a railroad nonetheless. All right, so let me do all the power. I'm going to need all this gold. There's just no way I'm not going to need it, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one first. I also need what I'm smelting right now. And let's see where that gets us. It's not going to get us there. I'm not stupid. But I want to see where this actually gets us. Working ourselves on the railroad. Here we go. This will be pretty simple. Hopefully the land permits that it will be simple. But it should be pretty simple. All right, we didn't quite get there, as you may have seen. We didn't quite get there, but we got far enough. I didn't test this yet. It should be good. Oh, I missed one right here, actually. Put that there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'll have to get rid of one of those. Oh, I missed that one too. What? The frick? Nope. Nope. Try that again, real quick. Go up there, thank you. All right. We didn't quite get there, but we got far enough to be able to see the village. So this is still going to be better than walking all the way. I'll finish it, obviously, before I end up leaving this world for good. But I don't really feel the pressure to get it done right this minute. Because, you know, it gets us close enough. And I don't want to go back into the caves just yet. I kind of want to get done with a few of the things that I was trying to get done here. And actually, we're going to need to take see, I feel like we're going fast enough that I can take, let's say this one, put it at the end so that I can have like a set off point here. Make this, I guess, a little extra tall so we can see where we're at. All right, and that'll be our takeoff point, but we get pretty close, so not too far away. It's like a straight shot directly to it. Probably whatever we just had for gold, we need again. So that might even be a nether silk touch with the nugget netherrack things. I don't even know what that's actually called. If we do that, we should be good because you only need like 50 or something, probably more. Whatever 50 is divisible by 6. All right, we got all of our dudes in here. So, yeah, I can just trade sticks with these guys. I mean, I could trade anything with them, really, and they give me XP. Well, we have more arrows than we need. So that was nice, but that is pretty expensive, so I'll just stick to this. I'll just stick to the stick trades. You know what I might do? I think I might get to level 30 and then see what I can get on this axe and come back. That's probably the best bet for me, to be honest. I'm making kind of clear up my inventory, too. We can get a bunch more wood. Yeah, that's definitely the best thing. Because this isn't like super slow, but it's not very fast either. And you might be saying to yourself, why wouldn't you just bring the enchantment table out here? And to that I say, no. I don't want the enchantment table out here. I want the enchantment table there. Now what I might end up doing, and maybe I should just do now, is bringing the villagers home because they're kind of just going to be like a good XP source anyway, so I should like have them at my house. But we'll have to see about that. I know you can lead them in boats now and then shove them into my thing up here. I just don't know how like easy it is to break them if I'm going over like these hills and stuff. It's worth a shot, I guess. We can craft a lead and I could put 2 of them into a boat. So maybe I'll do that, but I'm going to see how much of a headache this is first. Use our grindstone. Our axe here. What am I getting? I'm breaking 3. That's not promising. I don't have the levels to be wasting. Oh, of course. Bastard. You know what? I have decided since I'm actually going to be trading sticks out there, I should just grow these trees out there. So I'm going to take all the saplings I have and grab the bone meal I have. Hopefully none. Oh, they're all falling down. It is a terrible spot to put that thing. I don't care what that area looks like by the village because I'm going to end up moving those villagers over here instead of building them something over there. But for now, we can farm stick trades from them. So I need some bone meal to get at least a couple trees started, and then the tall trees for some reason grow a lot faster than anything else. So we'll have that to constantly be growing while we're out there. Well, they got us to level 30. I already maxed those guys out on trades. Well, unless they actually just... I heard one of them make that noise. Did that, like, refresh it? Oh, it did. Okay, cool. There we go. So I feel like pretty soon we could get to the point where we're not going to be able to keep up... Or they're not going to be able to keep up with my demand if I want to get all this stuff enchanted. So that might be a problem. But it's not a huge issue. Let me run back, get this axe enchanted. Alright. Now... What is this? What was it again? Efficiency 4. That's what we want. So I think we should be good to get it. And hopefully it comes with something else. That's... What the heck does efficiency do, or fortune do on an axe, by the way? I get that enchantment all the time. And I'm like, what does that do? I wish it was unbreaking. I think we already used our unbreaking book. Yeah, we did. That's a shame. But... whatever, I don't think we're going to have to chop down a bunch of trees anyway. Alright, I went ahead and cleared out this little piece of land right here. I think it's probably going to be best for us to just go ahead and move those guys over. It'll make things a lot easier. I do want to have... Well, I guess this railroad is for no reason. It's not really for no reason. It's going to bring me over there. And it will actually... I needed this anyway to have the villagers... easier way of get the villagers here. So this wasn't a complete waste or anything, and I might leave it up anyway so I can like have something as an option to do out there if I want to. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of use this piece of land here, and I'm going to build up a little place for these guys to stay, and then I'm gonna go grab them and bring them to the new home. All right, here's the little house. Two houses connected by this thing, so they could hang out at least, I guess. Nice little thing. It's very, very quaint, simple, nothing crazy, very simple build, but I like it. Not too bad. I'll have to get the workstations in here and then get 2 beds from the village and throw a workstation here, a bed here, and then probably a workstation here and a bed right there, something like that. So they will be nice and comfortable. They'll have their own spaces. This one is a little more open, and actually I kind of want to fill this top part in real quick. Let's get this filled in. It's actually a little too tall. I think I should just do this. Yeah, that's a little more comfortable. And then this one's got a lot more room. They can hang out. Maybe I'll put like the beds in here. And then their workstations there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put the beds in here, workstations in there. Because it's like, it's Minecraft. There's no AC. Get to open the windows. I don't know. Anyway, let's go get these guys and see how easy it's going to be to transport them on our way here. All right, a nice straight shot up here from there. Now it's a little bumpy. That's why I'm questioning how this might go. Like if it was across like just maybe a block here, a block there, I feel like it'd be fine to get them up. But I really don't know. And I guess I'll have to wait for it to go dark so I can sleep. And I came out here. I had to come back out here to grab some spruce because that was definitely not going to get done with just a little bit I had. I think I ran out pretty quickly. All right, moment of truth. Let's see. If I drag you guys. Okay, so they go over that. That's a good sign. I mean, that's nothing in comparison to dragging them up a block. Let's see. Is it gonna break or oh, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck a lot. Oh no. I mean, I guess it won't be too bad, but every time I have a thing, I'm gonna have to do this. Yeah. Okay. This is gonna take me forever because this is nothing but ups. I mean, we can end up skipping a few blocks. Oh, wait. Oh, does it get easier when you go uphill like this? As long as you don't go too far. Oh, okay. It might not be that bad. We get to like this distance though. We need to go up. It'll probably break. I should probably test and see how far before it breaks. But it's just a lead. I can go back and get it. And I also have a spare one. All right, let me drag these guys painfully to where I need to get them. And we will come back as soon as I get them there. Oh, this is actually fantastic. Hold on, this is way better. I actually wish it was more hilly. That makes this way easier. So I got the villagers in here, which was nothing more than annoying because they decided it was a good idea to run out as soon as I did get them in here. And I had to kind of abandon my plan to have this as sleeping because they were not cooperating with that. Anyway, other than that though, if you guys are seeing this, it means that I had enough to finish this episode. Now, I know part 2s with my channel, not the best history. I don't typically do them. But the problem with part 2s in this channel is normally I don't do them because the first episode didn't perform very well. And in the case of the beta one that I just posted not long ago, that did horribly, so I definitely wasn't going to do a part 2. So yeah, if this video does well, I will continue, but I'm kind of running out of time, to be honest, with this to post. I have to post this within the week. So I'm running out of time to record anymore. And I'm like, I can rush through and try to end it up and end the video. But it kind of, I don't know, that goes against the spirit of what this world is supposed to be. Rushing to go to the end. As a matter of fact, I have no shaders on right now. I'm sorry. This is probably an eyesore to look at. Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh my god, look at that. That's beautiful. Yeah, it kind of goes against what this, this world's meant to be. So, in spirit of that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this episode here. We'll do a part 2. And, if this video is titled something like I played Minecraft without rushing it, the next one will be titled I beat Minecraft without rushing it. I will finish it in the next one. I promise that there's not enough to do and not finish it. That being said, another reason I don't want to just kind of bum rush to the end is because it not only goes against the spirit of what I'm doing, but also I feel like I have a few more things to do. We got to get more enchants. That's going to take a minute. We have to get some stuff done in the Nether. I'll potentially have some projects that maybe I want to do in the Nether, and there's like more. I think a couple more builds that we can do, and a couple more things that we can do to call the world officially complete. So I don't want to avoid those things and end the world in a way that I don't want to. So if the video does well, I will make a part 2. If not, maybe I'll make a part 2 anyway and throw it on the second channel. I don't know. I'm not going to promise that. But you can check out the second channel. It's about to hit 1,000 subs. So kind of becoming slight priority for me to make sure I'm posting things over there. But this is always going to be my priority. Anyway, big ramble at the end of this. Sorry. If I don't post part 2, because the video didn't do. Hopefully it does, and then I can post part 2. That being said, I do have the cozy Minecraft homestead video. I'm gonna make a part 2 on that. That video did very well, and I haven't made a part 2 yet. It's been months, but I've just been working on other projects. It's on my to-do list. Anybody that's looking for that, I'm sorry. I'm waving my hands in real life as if you can see it, and that's kind of funny to me. So. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, share it. Hey, maybe share the video to somebody that might think enjoys it. So that way you can guarantee a part 2 if you're looking for it. Let me know in the comments if you want a part 2, because if enough people say it, I will put it on the second channel, even if it doesn't do well. I want everyone to enjoy their videos, and even if it's only a few people that actually enjoy them, I still want to make it. But I'm trying to get this channel to be like a certain level. So I don't want to post things that aren't going to do well. And that's why the second channel is there, so I can post whatever I want. And things like part 2 for this, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm done talking about it. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.